Hello there, friend, and welcome back to CozyLayne. And if you're new here, welcome to the cozy corner of the internet where we like to take things slow while enjoying a game and chatting about the most random things in the process. Today we are hopping back into Botany Manor. This is going to be part 2. If you want to see part 1, I have started it before, so if you want to see what's leading up to this point, go ahead and go back to my channel and check that first. Otherwise, go ahead and grab your favorite warm bevy and let's get comfy and relax. Alright, I believe we left off with the end of chapter 2. Yes, so here's the orchard key. We are on chapter 3, Peculiar Petals. So let's go ahead and check out the orchard. If I remember correctly, it should be this way. Because I ironically ran to the orchard right before grabbing the key and I said, oh, they have an orchard, we can't get in there. And then look. We can. I love a game that has good sound effects. And those are some good sound effects. I just said side effects. Sound effects. Side effects of playing this game is having a good time. It's got really loud again. I apologize for that. It's hard to predict when it's going to go too high, because otherwise it's quite low. Dear niece, I've gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books, among them my beloved Piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes. They are charming as well as educational, though I'll take no offense should they put your little one straight to sleep. With all my affections, Auntie Arabella. That's us. So we wrote a note or a letter, but it has not been sent yet. Oh, that's the Piggy. Cute. I don't know why I imagined like a piggy bank. Did I even have a piggy bank growing up? Because I did not. Wait, I did not. I had a wallet. I didn't start saving money really young. My parents just bought me stuff. Like I don't know. It's weird how people can like parent differently. Like they could do like allowances, or you have to do chores. Like it's just so interesting to think about like the way that people can grow up differently, and that like reflects how, as adults, we handle finances, right? I don't know. Just a thought. Anyway, let's see what the nursery rhymes are. The wolf glove. High on the mountaintops, so steep, grows a flower that's hard to keep. Its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf gloves howl, clear and proud, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. That's actually really cute. Ah, that's so cute. I love books. I love just any book. I love to read. I am actually currently working on, I was right before this, I was working on making a little like a junk journal or bullet journaling. It's kind of both. I'm going to combine both. But I was working on making one of those to track the books that I read each year and or month, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, I might post a picture of it on like the little post section so you guys can see what it starts looking like, if I've started it once I post this. But yeah, I just doing that before, and I'm so excited. I've really got back into reading this year, because I had been on a big slump, right? I started the ACOTAR series. I've read book 1 and 2, started 3. 3 is a bit slow, and I've heard a lot of people say that it's a bit slow. And so that really put me in a slump, and then I got busy with work and all of that, and so I couldn't read as much. But then I just recently read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and although it has its things about it that can be critiqued, it was actually pretty good, and I enjoyed it. I really feel like it hit me emotionally, whereas some stories kind of I struggle with. But that really put me back into it, and so now I'm like back to my reading phase. And so I'm like going to the library more often and going to bookstores, and it's just been nice to have my hobby back. That's a long story short. All right, let's see what this is. Notes on soil additives. This is a lot of S's, and I have a lisp. It's gonna come out. Sometimes I need to add extra nutrition to the soil. I have found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. Ooh, I'm not gonna remember that. Do we get to keep this? I think this is the type of pot we use, right? So the 97 grams. I'll have to remember that. Got more seeds. We have our pixie tears. This flower is closely associated with orchards. I wonder why. Probably something to do with the apples. Interesting. Another half-eaten sandwich. Dearest Arabella, how are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting to be too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you have been struggling to germinate the ash plum. Have you tried making sure there's a fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. Didn't we already do that one, right? I'll visit you sometime and perhaps I can find a way to crack that seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles. Okay. I think we already did that. It was the one where we had to put it in the pan and burn it. I believe. I'll see what we can learn about the pixie tears. Do you work right away? Yes. Okay, I'll be back for you once I figure out what you need. There's a little section over here too. Oh, okay. This is a microscope slide for red campion. And this is a foxglove, which I think is a seed we have as well. Ooh, we have so many. All right. Pixie tears by chance? Primrose. A shrub. Bluebell. Pixie tears. Can I take it with me? No. Okay. There's nothing I can do with it. Interesting. We have iodine. Perfect for preparing microscope slides. So how do I pour it on there? I have more questions than I have answers. Okay, this is maybe gonna tell us how to do it. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, I'm gonna mess up so many words. Small organelles inside, I don't know if I'm saying these right. You guys can let me know in the comments. Just don't be too harsh, okay? Inside the cells of a plant are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. There's a lisp. Did you hear it? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on I'm stuttering now. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplast over time, and have instead adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Okay. So those little green things will tell me if it has the chloroplast on it. And so let's go back to the pixie tears and see if it was on there. I think it was this one. It does not. So it needs an additive. Okay. We just got to find the additive then. I wonder why we can look at that up close. Interesting. An illustrated history of England for scholars, advanced classes, and the discerning reader. Okay. Priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Oh, that was the name. I believe that was the name of the person who gifted the thing in the kitchen. Ooh, is it all connected? Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it is thought that there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. Ooh, I think that's connected to the thing in the kitchen. Are we gonna find a like secret room? I have to say, initially off the bat, the way that it's done makes me feel like we need to remember WLRP. Willow Lodge, Rowan Park. Lady Arabella, thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see an authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, although I'm convinced it exists and we will find it one day. It won't be easy. They tend to be hidden well and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. Okay, so that might be like all tied together. What's this? A letter from the builder. Lady Arabella, I have received a request for repairs to the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower in your orchard is known to locals as the Turbulent Tower. It is believed that a ghost, dwells within its walls. Legend says that the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon anyone who enters the tower. I don't want to provoke the wrath of this ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Okay. It was spooky. Spooky. It's haunted. Okay, so what additives? It said sugar, right? Do we need to go back to the kitchen? Maybe. What is this? Oh, is this the tower? Oh, is this the tower with the ghost? Okay. We're just going to proceed with caution. Is that for wind? Oh, we're going to go see the ghost, you guys. Hey, ghosty, ghosty, ghosty. Ooh. I feel like we need a pot here. I want to come back. Let's go back down. So a flower might need wind. Okay, it looks like we're gonna find two here. We need to find the wolf glove. Because that's in the book that we just read about. Tower wind research. So this tells us the speed of the wind on each floor. Somehow my thing broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the wall after all. Okay. The Mountaineer's Guide to Alpine Exploration. Ah, I wonder if this has to do with whichever mountain was in the book we just read about the wolf glove. I bet you it does have to do with that. I just might have to go back and check that book. Can we go in here? Yes, we can. Ooh, but we can't go down there. Okay. That's suspicious right there. I bet you that's the priest hole. Ooh, that's another goat. From Natty Golding. Okay, we can't read anything in there. Maybe this is the letter. Yes. Okay. Natty is actually the name of a character in a podcast I listen to. It's called Tales from the Sticky Dragon. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's a D&D podcast. It's pretty, I say PG-13. And it's hilarious. I love listening to it. Definitely recommend if you're looking for a D&D podcast to listen to. Dearest Arabella, we made it to the Alps. We are so sad that you couldn't join us this time, but we understand you are busy creating your herbarium. The book, the flower book. Yesterday we were lost on a hike until suddenly we heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound and soon enough we discovered it. It was coming from a tiny flower. If only you had been there to tell us what kind of flower it was. Your loving friend always, Natty. I think it was a wolf glove. Note about the stairs. Okay. Lady Arabella, as you see, the staircase of the orangery collapsed in your absence. I've already written to the builder in the hope he wants to sort it out, though as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I do apologize if this is getting in the way of your research. I don't suppose you could find another way to the bottom level. Okay. Is this the key? The painting room. Okay. And I think this is the area we've already been. And it should connect to the kitchen. Ooh, the painting room. We can go in here. Ooh, I like the wall color. This is a nice room. Oh, the desk is in the perfect location. I like this room a lot. It's really pretty. And this is where I would like to stay if I were to stay somewhere. My dearest Arabella, in gardens fair, your grace the scene of flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and white. Your hands like petals, soft and fine, and send your touch a love divine, and in your eyes a brilliance glows, as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you my heart sincere. Like roses freshly cut, you'd be the trophy of my home, with glee. That was cute until the trophy of my home part. I don't like objectifying women. I know you think this is set in what, 1890? So I think it was a bit more common to be an object back then, but not acceptable nonetheless. Okay. Symbology, a study wherein the discerning reader will find a history of the use of religious and folkloric symbols throughout the art of the world. What we're looking for is the little goat with the flag, so Catholicism. That's what we're looking for. Lady Arabella, I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennett in town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient and I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know your decision before the afternoon, that'd be lovely. In your service, Miss Patterson. Flower painting and watercolor. I wish I could get into painting like that. I like to stick to simple stuff. Oh, so this is the layout of the manor. Okay. We have not been in the library yet. Oh, there's an attic too. We haven't been in the attic. We've been all in the kitchen area. And I think we've been in everywhere in the ground floor. So the first floor and the second floor, we have some space to look at. Okay. Dear Miss Green, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was a quaint interest. We have no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you are set on a botanical field work, you might assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchids. I'm sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be such appreciated. Might I also recommend John Linley's book, Ladies' Botany, or a familiar introduction into the study of natural system of botany. An elementary book for unscientific readers and one I have heard is suitable for amusement for ladies such as yourself, being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. I am so not here for the sexist vibes. It is all throughout this game so far. Let's get down to business to defeat. the Huns. Okay. So what did it say about the wolf glove? It says that it whistles through the wind, which we learned about. Yeah. Okay, so we have that letter upstairs. I don't think that there's anything else we can do here. I just don't know how to add stuff to the pot. That's what I'm struggling with this one. It said 97 grams. But where do we add things? Where do we get the additive? Right? I didn't see anything over here. And you know, we still don't have, I don't think we have the wolf glove seeds. We kind of need to find those. Can we go in here? Oh, we can, okay. Oh, maybe the additive's in here. Okay, something about orchard. Oh, this is really cute. I would definitely eat out here more than not. We have different types of apples, and then what looks like it can squish the apples. Yeah, okay. We'll come back to this in just a second once we know what kind of apple we need. Okay, cider making and apple blending. So yeah, we need to find the one that has 97. Oh no, we need to do math. Oh no. We need to make it to 97. Oh gosh. Okay. I gotta just think for a second. We need to figure out how to make the last number a 7. And there's only one that's got a 7, but we have 4s and 3s on 2 of them. So we're probably gonna have to use at least either the 27 grams or the 2 with the 34. So that'd be 57. If we did the Seymour's Delight, the bitter green streak, and then the knobby russet, that should be 97, right? Okay, let's try that. Oh, I'm gonna remember. Seymour, bitter, and knobby. So the watermelon looking one, the one with knobs on it, and then the plump sunset. Plump sunset. Watermelon, right? Yeah. And then we need the knobby. Where's the knobby one? Here we go. We'll put that there. Now let's go get our flour that we already have prepared. Okay, it's a little shy. I can like close it up real quick. If we put this here, theoretically, if we press it, right? Okay, that worked so much better than I thought it would. Oh my gosh, it's a butterfly! Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Look how pretty. Oh, I was looking at the butterflies. The pixie tear no longer contains chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtain sugar through the roots, which I commonly find in apples from orchards. Stop. Okay. Boom. I love that it brings the butterflies. Like, are they gonna follow me if I... Come on, come on, follow me, you guys. I got the flower right here. We're just gonna... Look. Yes, yes, come this way. Come this way. Come get your flower, get your sugar. Oh, it sounds like they're baking. Okay, they're not following it, so I'm just gonna put it back where they were. So they can enjoy the flower. So cute. I love butterflies, but you guys, I cannot stand a caterpillar. They freak me out. Like, it's fine once they have wings and everything, but a caterpillar in itself is just like one of those fears that I have for absolutely no reason. Okay. We need to go find the seeds. Would it tell me, like, where it is? There was something that had seed locations on it. Oh goodness. What if it's at the top of the tower? Let's go up there. Let's see. We just go all the way to the top real quick. I really do wonder, is the ghost gonna show up in just a second? You know what I mean? And we're about to have a jump scare. No seeds yet. I feel like there's not gonna be seeds because there's... I don't see them. Alright, back down again. I wonder if they were in the painting room and we just didn't see them. Or if we need to get down there. I don't know if I have enough to figure out the goat thing yet. While I'm in here though, I want to double check where this is coming from. It doesn't say. Okay. I'm gonna double check the painting room. I'm not seeing them. I don't see seeds anywhere. No seeds. Maybe it's somewhere out here. I think I saw the paper that was out here that said like seeds found or something like that. Yeah, seed log. Oh no, it's like it's where they found him. Ah, man. Not like where to find it on the manor. We can't go that way. So where are the seeds? Are they in here? Locked. Okay. I might have to look it up real quick. I want to try to find it on my own, but okay, so I did look it up. Turns out we have to figure out the priest hole puzzle first. So what I'm going to do is go back to that area. I'm pretty sure we have to figure out the way to get in here because this looks like it's a door. And so I have to figure out what we need to put on here to get in. So we're going to go back and read the notes and see if we can figure it out. Otherwise, we would have been running around this manor the whole time. Like, where are the seeds? It's on the bottom floor of the orangery that we can't get to. So we have to find a way to access it. And it's going to be through the priest area. So let's go back and read those notes and figure it out. I try my best not to, like, look things up if I can, but for the sake of filming a video and me looking like an idiot, I was like, let's go ahead and look it up real quick. This is about the tower. Okay. Not the priest. This is where we found the priest thing. Okay. That B is bolded, like the one on the thing inside. Back in the Middle Ages during the rain. They had to hide. When were the Middle Ages? And then we have the WLRP that I was suspicious of. Historian Medieval. It won't be easy if it to be hidden. Okay. And then there's this. What does this have to do with anything? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Butterflies as well. Maybe something to do with 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 blocks. I don't know. Oh, look, it's a little sheep. Hi, little guy. How's it going? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'll leave you alone. Have a good day. Okay. I can't remember. Was there anything else that we had? Like, I want to go back to the kitchen, I think, and see what was on that poster. Because there's a goat stamp on the letter that we got as well. This thing. Okay. Yeah, gifted by Nicholas Owen. Blessed is the kitchen, right? So it's in the kitchen. Blessed is the hearth. Remember the year. Oh, hold on. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary, remember the year of construction, for this, friends, is the key. Okay, so when was it constructed? When was it constructed, sir? Oh gosh, when was the manor constructed? Maybe that's on this sheet over here. Do you tell me? Constructed 1593. There's no way. Is that it? You guys. I thought the key was the BB and then T. But Remember the year of construction, for this is the key. So what did I just say? It was 15. Where's the 1? Is there a 1? Because if there's not a 1, we're kind of out of luck. There is a 1. Okay, so 15. Was it 93? Or was it... Yes, okay. I'm so proud of myself. No way. It pays off to look back at things, you guys. If you don't get it at first and you think you really had it at first, sometimes you just have to go back and check again. Ooh, secret tunnel through the manor. Secret tunnel. Oh, okay. There's another ducky. I didn't know there's gonna be so many ducks in this game. I'm loving it. Okay. That's kind of the goth duck, though. Wow, this is old. I don't know what it says. My Lord Grain, thou hast ventured mightily in granting my refuge within these walls, and for such favor I remain eternally indebted to thee. I can't read that. The cunning of little John, little John, and his establishment of this sanctuary doth inspire awe. A saint he is to our brethren and sisters who have sought refuge from the harsh rule of Queen Elizabeth and King James. Pray extend my gratitude until thy cook for the sustenance provided. A welcome respite from Brother Michael's oft repeated fare of looks and potatoes. Leeks and potatoes. Looks and potatoes doesn't make sense. With the most earnest of thanks, I entreat that this missive shall not mark our final communion, and that our faith may endure unbroken. Yours with the devotion, R. Blount. That was a lot of words to say thank you. I respect it though. Okay. The orangery. Okay, here are our seeds. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised to find the seeds. Okay. Boom. The Lady Mountaineers Club, first outing, 1858. Ooh, okay, this is the coin then. Switzerland. Alright, Switzerland. I think we have to figure out. Oh, there's so much. My brain is about to combust. I'm like, so much knowledge and stuff I need to remember for this game. I need a little notebook or something. It reminds me a little bit of Blueprints, which I loved that game. It was so much to remember. I had a whole notebook. Okay. The Society for Botanical Science meets every second and fourth Wednesday from 7 o'clock at the Assembly Rooms in Stroud. Prospective applicant must be supported by 3 existing gentlemen of the Society, along with evidence or research showing his dedication to the advancement of the science of botany. Widows of existing fellows receive honorary membership to attend annual social events. This month's lecture is on the importance of laboratory investigation. Is she a widow? Or, because last time I remember she was a little single pringle. Oh my gosh, the door closed. I can't go back. Alright. So how do I leave? Exactly? Am I locked in here? We got the seeds, but at what cost? 30th of July, 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I joined Professor John Montague and his wife Anne Montague and a fellow botanist Robert Brown on our field trip to study British meadow orchids. Everyone's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. Okay, the 30th of, or the 3rd of August, 1862. Today, Professor Montague gathered all of us to examine a southern marsh orchid, though upon arrival I noticed it had much more hooded appearance. It might be a new species entirely. When I pointed this out, Professor Montague laughed and explained he was simply testing us. Interesting. How do I leave? Is this just the end of the game? Oh, repair stairs. Okay. This is a bit of a fixer-upper. Okay. I thought that was going to be like, we're done. You're done. Switzerland. Switzerland. Oh, come on. Did I need to remember a different word? Oh. Okay. Give me a second. Thank goodness we fixed the stairs. Where was it? Weisshorn. Okay. I got like latched onto the wrong word. It's fine. I also could have said that wrong. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your words. Okay, that one is 40. 40 wind speed, 120 pressure. 40 is on floor 4. That's easy to remember. 40 on 4. Okay. We just grab this bad boy, put that in there. Wolf glove, please. A little bit of water. This is your reminder to hydrate. As you're sitting there doing your hobby or just relaxing watching the show, make sure that you grab yourself a little bit of water and take care of yourself because you're super important. Now, let's get this bad boy up there. We're going up, it's a moment. Gonna get it a flower. Gonna get a flower. I actually really like that movie, the K-pop Demon Hunters. The soundtrack makes me want to cry every time. Like good cry, but still a cry. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Okay, now grow. Right? Oh, no, did I read it wrong? Uh-oh. Let's just keep going up and see what happens. I got an achievement for that, I guess. That's not quite it. Okay, maybe we do it with like one of these closed. I'm just gonna try every floor. We have to go back down anyway, so I'm just gonna try every floor. Hello, is that you, Casper? Alright. Oh, what if none of them work? Ooh. I don't have a good feeling. Great, maybe it was lucky floor number 1. Oh, I've realized they're all open now. I wonder if that changes anything. I can see why people think there's a ghost here. can't read anything that says. It's very broken. I think I'm gonna have to go back and read. Oh, that's very windy now. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I realized now that there's pictures. Oops. Okay, so wind speed of 40 on the 4th floor, but we need to open 1 on the 1st floor, two windows on the 3rd, and 2 windows on the 4th. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and fix all that. So 2 on the top and then 1 on the bottom. So 1, 3, and 4. 1, 3, and 4. It would have helped if I looked at the pictures. It's so loud in here. Okay. And we're gonna close these. This one stays open. And then these need to be open, but we need to go close those first. Alright, and then down. And this should be it. Yay! We got our little flower music. Look at that. So pretty. It's lovely. This one took so much longer than the first 2 chapters. The wolf glove grows in Mount Wisehorn, where the weather is just right. When the wind hits its tubular, Sorry. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with this flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. Awesome. Well, let's go down. Oh, I went up. We have another delivery. I really like the music. I really like the music in this game. It's so relaxing. We're taking our flower with us. Well, we'll just set it right here. Ah, beautiful. Alright, let's see what we got. Off to the gatehouse. I wonder if it'll be more seeds or if it's going to be another key. Because I know we don't have our formal garden key yet. So I wonder if it's that. Hello. Dear sister, I'm so glad to hear you've returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library door lock each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. The new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing all of your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Ooh, okay. So what is... What is your middle name? I said the initials of a name. It says Hopgood. And your first name's Elizabeth. What's your... I think we have a family tree. I'll go look there. Hopefully the middle name's there. But some people don't have a middle name. I do know that there was 3 digits though. So I'm wondering, like, maybe maiden name? Okay. It is Elizabeth Ann Green, but it's currently Hopgood, so it could be either of those. We'll try both. Okay. E A Hopwood? Yes, okay. Cool. Let's see what's in here. Awesome. Oh, okay. I think this is actually gonna be a good time to wrap up for now. I believe we have 2 more chapters. And this one looks intense. So yeah, we will leave this for next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I believe we're going to do a little series, ongoing series here on YouTube of Botany Manor until we're done. We have 5 chapters and we just arrived to chapter 4. So hopefully the next one will have 4 and 5 in it. If not, we'll have 2 more videos and it'll be a great time for you to unwind and follow along. I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a cozy rest of your day. Be sure to do something for yourself, love yourself. And if you want to follow along while this series is going, or if you just like the vibes here and you want to have a reminder or see when my videos come out, go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.